Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So what about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, I would like to you to introduce yourself, please. Please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. My name is Sandeep. I come from Jharkhand, and currently I'm working as a teacher in private school. My major is accounts and finance. I enjoy reading books, traveling, talking with a stranger, and learning languages. So yeah, it's all about me.
Nice. How long have you been learning this English language?
I have been learning since Jan. But I was not continue or like consistency. But after March or Feb, maybe end of Feb or March, I was and I am continue.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice. So, now what's your level? What do you think? Where you position yourself?
I think I am at at intermediate.
Okay, now. Okay, nice, nice. So, tell me, like, what kind of difficulties you faced in your this journey?
Yeah, everybody has a different like a weakness. So when we talk about myself, so earlier I used to talk with native speaker that I was thinking like to learn language is easy and I can learn very quickly. But when I join in this type of platform where I connect with co-learner, then I realize I have to work on my pronunciation and grammar. So it depends on the person because person to person will be different. For example, they don't have enough vocabs, then they have to work on vocabs. Some person they have to work on grammar. Some person they have to work on reading. So it depends on person. So I also need to expand my vocabs. But currently I'm working in grammar and pronunciation.
Okay, okay. So, according to you, what is more important, like having a lot of vocabularies or like all grammatical rules?
All grammatical grammar is really so vast. Even nobody can use all the grammar while speaking. Even they can know, they can learn. For example, to being any grammatical grammar teacher or any language or literature teacher, they can learn all grammar. Even they are teaching in any school, but while speaking they can't use. Even they want to use, but while speaking we are speak fast, or even we have to speak little fast. Because when we speak very slow, like not a single person like to listen you, so we have to speak little fast. Whenever I listen, mostly I used to talk with native speaker in always, even whenever I am free and I think I have to talk with native speaker, so I try to connect with native speaker. So whenever I connect with native speaker, they speak little fast and I like it. The same thing I want to adapt. When I speak, I try to speak little fast. So grammar is necessary, but all grammar is not necessary. Because ultimately when I compare, whenever I talk to native speaker, I try to observe, are they using all the grammatical rule. Then I feel no, they don't use grammatical use. We say, whenever we are ready, we say, are you ready? When I talk to native speaker, they say, you ready, you ready. They don't say you, are you ready. They direct say, you ready, you ready. Direct. Even more, even also I think when I listen, why you don't, why you are learning, why don't you. They don't use don't, they say why you. So I think it is not. So whenever I connect, I try to observe which grammatical rule they are using. So mostly they don't use any grammatical rule, even they are using. So maybe they are error, not a error, maybe according to their language, because we Indian use Indian English. Mostly our root or main English, the English is a British English, but we try to translate English like English to Hindi.
Hindi to English,
Sorry,
yeah.
Hindi to English. So it's happened because we try to be learn in this way. So it is not a perfect way to learn English. Even we think like Britain people, and they don't have to learn English. No, they have to learn English. For example, when we talk about Hindi language, we are speaking Hindi since childhood, but still we have to learn in a school. Even our child are learning how to write, how to read. The same thing Hindi.
Yeah.
The same thing they have to learn, English, how to read, how to write. And that's why I feel, the way of learning is different for Indian, for British.
Yeah, and since if I tell you about like Hindi, so we had learned our language like by observing since our childhood. We have been observing things like listening. We used to listen things like if a child is born, he's all of a sudden he just start like listening things, short small words, starting from short small words, and even he tries back to speak a single word, right? So that's how a child or any person learn any language. And it's really connect with our mother tongue, because we are so much attached with our mother tongue. And each and every person, family member are like talking in English. So that's why we are like we are that moment immersed in that particular language. That is why we are so much accustomed to this language. And we are like it's very smoothly just coming out from our mouth, because it's our mother tongue, right? But the in English it's not the case. The thing is we are we used to learn this language as a subject. If I tell you about myself, I learned for the first time English as a subject when I was in class 6th. I completed my like schooling from like Hindi medium, and when I was pursuing my second year, I just took all subjects in English. I changed all the subjects in English. But yeah, it takes time. But for learning any language or anything, we must need passion. We must have that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
to learn something, whether it's any kind of languages or any kind of skills like riding or driving or swimming or anything like playing a guitar, right? So we must that moment we must need passion. Then we can get connected to that particular language or that particular skills, right? But if I tell you about our mother tongue, so it's the totally different case. We are immersed and we have been immersing in that language. That is why we are so much accustomed. We are like getting used to of it. We don't think while speaking. Any kind of situation lie in front of us, we are so like at that moment we are so comfortable using our language, reacting, responding, right? But not in English language, because it's our second language. That is why it happens. But yeah, I would say that by doing speaking practicing, because it really must very required here. Then if you really want to have a good command over English language, you must do speaking practicing on every single day. That will get you result, not just grabbing a lot of words and grammar rules. No, to my mind, according to me, as I think, this is all my perception, right? Because I have been like looking this change in myself. That is why I'm saying this to you, because it's really real, very authentic with me. That yeah, I'm feeling that kind of change in myself. That is why I'm saying ki, yeah, speaking is very important and it plays a crucial role,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you are right. I'm totally agree, because ultimately the aim to speak English. We are learning why, not for only knowing like a literatures, and we are not going to write any question, like exam question paper. So ultimately the aim to speak. So we have to speak whatever we know. We have to speak. We have to practice.
Right,
So yeah, it
right.
play important role. We have to practice whatever we know. Doesn't matter. We not look for the perfection. We have to perfect. Then we have to start speaking. No, whatever we know, just start speaking, and gradually you can work on your weak areas. Like if you feel like you have to enhance, expand your vocabs, you can work together. And the same thing, you can look the weak area and you can work.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask that is there any environment you have right now, or earlier you were having such kind of environment?
No, no. In India, to get such type of environment is really, it is not easy. It's quite difficult. If you live in any big city, then only you can get such type of environment. If you are working in any official job, like in any company or any corporate IT sector, then only you can get such type of environment. Otherwise, you can't get. So yeah, I don't have any such type of environment where people are speaking. No, no one is speaking. Just I'm trying to speak.
Okay, that means you did it by your own, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm learning, by self. I don't like to learn from any teacher. Even I don't follow any teacher. Whenever I feel like I have to work on this area, then I go in on YouTube and I search videos, and two or three, four videos, and I try to make copies, and I try to make my own notes. Yeah, I'm not follow any teachers or any content creator YouTubers.
Okay, that the same thing I also do. I also like when I like feel like that I'm getting like perplexed in any term about like English. So yeah, I also go through some channels and I just watch videos, and then I get to know about that. Okay, this is the thing, and we can use in some particular ways. So yeah, that's this is very I think vital things nowadays. In this scenario, we have so many resources. We can access them so easily without
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
Just a click away, just a click away, right? So yeah, it plays a very important role in our life, and we are all like surrounded, right? So
Yeah,
it's really
nowadays
helpful.
internet. Yeah, internet is a new era of education. Internet is the ocean of knowledge. Whatever you want to get, and even nowadays AI. Nowadays I use AI. Even why I don't like to use any even YouTube channel or any internet. Mostly I use Meta AI, just WhatsApp. You can see in WhatsApp there is a new feature. Have you ever tried?
No, I
No,
don't
you
have
can
any
see.
clue.
Yeah, so there is a meta option. So whenever you feel like how to speak the things, and you think that there is a grammatical confusion, you can text there and you can get the result. So mostly nowadays I use only AI.
Okay, nice, nice. So as you were telling me that you are a teacher, right? Computer
Yeah.
science. So
Yeah.
do you have any such kind of environment at your school, like in your classroom, talking with the
No, no, even I try to make environment whenever I try to teach students in English. They are telling, sir, I'm not getting anything. So please teach me, in Hindi, or like that. So
okay,
even a student, they don't want to learn. Even you, when I am telling, I'm try to helping you. You have to learn ultimately in future, so it will be better to learn from the day one. So they don't get any interest. They don't showing interest to learn language, because to learn language is not like a easy task. They can learn easily. No,
yeah,
it will be discipline, consistency, and over period of time you can get fluency and you can feel better. But when a
yeah, it
student,
will take time.
whenever I speak very fast English, when I have to speak, like, then a student get impressed while I am speaking very fast or fluency. But when I try to teach them, you have to learn. Whenever I try to teach you, I will try teach in English. You have to observe, and when you get any kind of issue, you can, if you couldn't understand anything, you can ask. So they don't want.
Okay, because
But I
since they
try
are
to
taking that
speak. I
interest,
try to speak.
they are not taking that interest. Here
Yeah, yeah.
the situation or the condition is they are not taking interest.
Yeah,
Maybe they
actually
are
they
not
become
aware.
habitual. They become habitual in their mother tongue,
Own
like
language.
Hindi. So that's why they are not taking interest. And even if they will take interest, they have to use their mind perfectly, 100%. Whenever I'm teaching, if they are listening carefully, then only they can observe and they can get all the things.
Yeah,
Because
right.
it always happened. Even when we listen any English podcast, English news channel, or even whatever we listen in English, we focus. We have to keep focus, otherwise we didn't get anything.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same thing
That's really
happened with
important. That's really, like being focused and, getting that kind of consistency and being disciplined to learn something that you can get your goal, reach your
yeah,
goal, right? Without this, you cannot. You are because you are not like uh, following that routine, right? You are not that consistent enough. That is why.
yeah. But always it's happened. Also I was, earlier I I used to watch only English movies. Nowadays, whenever I feel I have to watch, taking full enjoyment or full entertainment, then I then I start to using or watching movies in Hindi. Because
Okay.
whenever I try to watch movies in English language, I understand only. I don't enjoy all movies because
English movies.
Yeah, yeah. Mostly I try to look the subtitle and
Okay.
like that. Actually, it look like I am forcing myself to learn the things.
Okay, but it will come automatically since you are having the interest. It will come automatically. Your interest, your excitement to learn this English language,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
will come
excitement,
automatically, but it will
but
take time.
yeah, but whenever it's not happen always like you will be full of excitement, full energy,
Yeah, it
all
happens.
year. It will be, for example, just you are working last 1 month, last 1 week, just you was using or watching English podcast, English movies, but you think, today I have to watch in, the things in Hindi,
Yeah,
just I have
happens.
to be,
Since it's our mother
relax.
tongue, so it happens.
Yeah, we
The
can't be.
that kind of ownness affinity we have towards our like mother tongue, it can we cannot have that kind of affinity attachment to this English language or any other language, because the mother tongue is mother tongue. We cannot
Yeah,
replace
yeah,
it. The feeling
yeah.
actually, basically the
Yeah.
feeling.
Whenever if someone will ask me one language is the you like most, I always say the mother tongue, that is a Hindi, because whenever I try to speak and talk to anybody, and I want to say whatever I want to say by heart, only I can say in my mother tongue. I can't say the same thing in English. Even I try to say, but maybe this message will deliver perfectly or not, I don't know. I only
Actually,
can
that
deliver
yeah.
in mother tongue. So that's why mother tongue is a attachment, emotion.
Yeah, right, right. Actually, the thing is, when it comes to talk in English, it sometimes it seems like superficial, artificial, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It does not get that kind of attachment, affinity we have towards like our mother tongue. We don't feel like that much attachment. That is why.
Mm,
But since it's a
yeah,
global language and we need to have a good command over English language, that is why we are doing this kind of things, doing speaking, practicing, and all. So I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it's done. Okay, what do you say? I think we need to wind up this session, right?
yeah, yeah, sure. We can.
Okay, then it was very nice talking with you.